Hi, it's Hugh Ellis from the TCPA, and this is just a short TCPA Christmas message to almost cheer you up in these interesting and dark times. So it's been a hell of a year for all of us, hasn't it, with COVID and various other things. But I guess it's also been kind of a hell of a few years for planners and planning. We've taken a massive amount of criticism for what we do, and I guess the reform process is moving us to being traffic wardens, isn't it, of land, rather than any more kind of creative role. And amongst all of those things, it's kind of tough, isn't it, to reflect about why we do all of this. But the thing to bear in mind is that all of the planners I meet in the public and private sector are actually doing an extraordinary job, trying to think about the future, trying to manage the huge challenges that face us as a society, from poverty to climate change. At the very least, they stand between communities and much worse outcomes. But they get precious little reward for that, and in fact actually planning is always falsely accused of being the problem. So just this Christmas, reflect on this. Thank God you're there and standing in the way of what could be much worse outcomes for people. And then in 2021, reflect on the fact that although it will be a really difficult year, I think, for the future of planning, what we do is critical, and the idea of planning can't be extinguished. Why? Because what we're doing is trying to work out a positive future for people. And also just reflect a bit on your DNA. We come from a tradition, probably the most important tradition in this country, of how to shape better futures for everyone, regardless of their income, how to think about the future and anticipate it. Sometimes we get it wrong, but the fact that we're there to do that gives a basis, a civilized basis for society. So you're a critical part of that, and collectively a critical part of our future. So a merry Christmas to you all, in the hope and certain knowledge of the resurrection of town planning in England in 2021.